In this video, we will be reviewing the components of the VOCO package. The VOCO is a mobile cardiopulmonary exercise testing device which measures VO2 and VCO2. So the VOCO will arrive in this backpack, and in the backpack there will be all of these components. The VOCO device itself is already attached to the VOCO harness and already comes with the VOCO calibration column in place and the SD card in place under this protector. The VOCO package also comes with a Polar OH1 Plus heart rate monitor. This piece is the heart rate monitor. This is the charger for the heart rate monitor, and this is the armband that the user wears to actually measure their heart rate device with. So the heart rate monitor goes in here and against the user's skin. This is the charging cable that comes with the VOCO. It can be used to charge the VOCO, but also to operate the VOCO with extended battery life using an external battery source. The VOCO comes with a mobile app which can be used on an Android phone. We do not supply the phone with the package, however, users can use whatever they like, whether it's a phone or a tablet. The package comes with a Hans-Rudolph mask here. Medium is the standard size, however, users can choose to specify medium or large when they order. The mask comes with the supports here and with the headgear, which can be adjusted for each user. This is the adapter for the Hans-Rudolph mask. It's used to attach the P-tack or the pneumotac to the mask. This goes inside the mask. And this is the pneumotac, otherwise known as the P-tack, which is used to measure the user's breath flow. The VOCO comes with 3 sets of tubing, or 3 pieces of tubing. So the first tube here is the P-tack tube. It gets connected to the P-tack to receive the user's breath flow measurements. And then these 2 pieces of tubing are connected to the subsample port on the adapter, which is used to subsample the user's breath concentration. This particular piece is called Nafion, and what Nafion does is it equilibrates the gas passing through it to ambient humidity. In this video, we will be discussing the VOCO calibration column. The VOCO calibration column removes CO2 and moisture from a gas stream to calibrate the VOCO device. So the VOCO contains soda lime here and dry right here. Soda lime removes CO2 from a gas stream, and dry right removes moisture from a gas stream. So on the side here is a little gas port, and during a calibration, an internal valve on the VOCO will switch, and then gas will be pulled from this hole through the soda lime, through the dry right, and into the VOCO sensors for calibration. It's important to note that this hole must remain unobstructed during use and calibration of the VOCO. So during use, it's important to note that the soda lime and the dry right are placed in their respective locations intentionally. As soda lime reacts with the gas stream and removes CO2, it creates moisture as a byproduct of that reaction. So then the dry right is then able to remove the moisture from the gas stream created by that reaction and then continue to pass dry CO2-free air into the analyzer. So next we're going to show you how to remove the VOCO calibration column and talk a little bit about the color changes that you see present in the column. To remove the column, hold it by both end caps and then turn the outside end cap down or counterclockwise, and then push using the ridge on the inside end cap, pull the column out. So here we have the full calibration column in view, and it's important to note that as soda lime and dry right react with the gas streams, they gradually expire over time. As soda-lime expires, it gradually turns purple as an indicator. It's important to note that this purple is very faint and pale, and here it might not even be visible on camera, but there is a little ring of purple near where the gas first comes in. This pattern, this ring pattern, is generally a good sign that the soda-lime is expiring evenly, and gradually that purple will move across with use. However, if you notice a purple line at the bottom, it could be an indicator that the soda-lime has fully expired and needs to be replaced. As soon as you notice that the majority of the soda-lime is purple, or that there's a purple line at the bottom of the soda-lime column, it's important to replace the soda-lime as soon as possible, because this purple indicator can fade over time. So to replace the soda-lime, you would remove the end cap, remove the filter, and the VOCO package is supplied with extra chemicals, so you would use the extra soda-lime and replace it there, and then dispose of the expired soda-lime using the instructions on the material safety data sheets provided. So, in contrast, the dryerite pictured here turns first a bright purple and then a pink color when it expires. So, to replace the dryerite, similarly, you would remove this volume of dryerite after the filter and place it aside. A nice thing about dryerite is that you can regenerate dryerite, removing the moisture from the chemical, by placing it on a baking sheet, putting that baking sheet in the oven for 1 hour at 210 degrees Celsius. After regenerating the dryerite, the chemical will appear a pale pink sort of periwinkle color, and as that regenerated dryerite it expires, it will turn a very pale pink color. And now, let's assume that we've replaced both chemicals and we want to return the tube back in, put it back in the VOCO, and then line up the end of the calibration column here with the hole in the VOCO, and line up the tabs on the side of the VOCO, and let's put it here, and then push, and then rotate clockwise to close the column. To remove the SD card, first lift the SD card cover here by the calibration column. The SD card cover has a tight seal to ensure that no water gets in during exercise. The SD card should be sticking out ever so slightly, and if you gently press down, the SD card will come out, and then it can be removed to be put into a computer or adapter, which can be put into a computer. To put the SD card back, put it back into the slot, gently press down until you hear a click, and then the SD card should be in place again. Then, before an exercise, it is very important to ensure that the cover is pressed all the way down, back in place, which protects the electronics from the outside elements.